Hello everyone, my name is Ataola Oluwadejo and welcome to Handsomely Educated. Nigeria had a civil war between 1967 and 1970, and the Igbos were badly affected. The Igbos of southeastern Nigeria, they wanted to pull out, they wanted to, what's the word, secede. I think that's a very official word. They wanted to secede, pull out of Nigeria and become their own country. And what led to that was because there was a coup and there was a counter coup, and Igbos were being killed in hundreds of thousands in different parts of the country, especially northern Nigeria. So the war led to the death of 3 million, estimated 3 million Igbo people, and most of them were children. They died because they were of starvation. They couldn't have access to protein, and a lot of them died. What happened was that Nigerian governments were able to make the Igbos not have access to importation of food, and that's what led to that terrible thing. Apart from that, at a certain point in time, the countries that were selling weapons to the Biafrans, US, France, Britain, stopped selling. So they didn't have arms again. They couldn't keep up the fight. They couldn't face the Nigerian government, the federal government that had the weapons coming in and had the money and had the food and everything. Now, I want to ask a question. Before the Igbos didn't have access to weapons and before they were starved, who were they attacking? Who were their air force and their army attacking? Have you ever thought about that? For instance, my village, where I come from, Ida, in present-day Kogi state of Nigeria, was attacked by the Biafran Air Force. On the market days was when they were really targeted. And the Biafran Air Force would come with their aircraft and drop bombs in the market square, on the market day, in a busy market day, and many people died. And at a certain point in time, we had an airstrip where helicopters and light aircraft would land. We had to destroy it. It had to be destroyed so that the Biafran Air Force will not be able to land their aircraft and invade the town. Apart from that, there's a local government called Ibaji local government close to Igbo land. The Biafran army invaded there and burnt many villages down to the ground. I am not saying this to belittle the suffering that Igbos went through. I'm not saying this to try and say, okay, justify why many of them were killed. All I'm saying is this: a lot of people who were not Igbos and who didn't do any evil to the Igbos before the war suffered terribly. An example is just what I've given you, my own village. Apart from that, a lot of minorities don't have their stories told about the war. People from the Middle Belt, people from other parts of the South like Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa, Rivers, and Cross River, you don't get to hear their stories of the Civil War. Why? The Igbos, for instance, a lot of them have not healed, especially the young ones, people like my age and younger than me, who go on social media and post a lot of comments. They have not healed, the pain is still there. But if they begin to realize that, okay, a lot of evil happened, a lot of people who were not Igbos died, a lot of villages that were not even populated by Igbos were bombed by the Biafran Air Force, maybe that will begin to heal the wounds. I am saying this not to bring any division, like I said earlier, but to make people realize that the evil went both ways. It went both ways. It was not one-sided. Another thing I want to bring up is this issue of a war. I always think it was a war. So the issue of, okay, there are certain things Nigerians should have not done. It always makes me wonder, if you go for a war, you should expect a lot of evil to happen. Today, America is shouting, oh, it's human rights, civil rights, all those type of things. But they were the first and only country to drop an atomic bomb on Japan, on any other country in the world. They did it. Americans did it. So it shows you that if you are going to a war, if you are fighting, for instance, probably you are fighting in a kitchen, don't be shocked when whoever you are fighting with brings out a knife from or a blade and stabs you. Those are things that happen when people are fighting. That is why wars should be avoided. I hope this will begin to make people heal. I hope this will begin to make people realize that, okay, we're not the only ones. A lot of people went through hell, and in many cases, we brought pain to other people. Thank you for watching this video. Comment no matter your opinion. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please follow this page and share. Thank you.